All right, and Kim, what I'm about to show you here today is how you can upload your own episode yourself on Podlobe. So the very first thing you want to do is make sure that every item you need for this is settled. That you want to be sure that your the following things are on ground for you to publish. Your media link. Your media link is the link. Also, what you need to do is send me your episode, and I'll upload to Libsyn and send it back to you right away. So you have your media link. Yes, right away. I'm sure about that. Now you have your media link, and then you also have your player link. Your player link is that code that allows this thing to show, the play button on the website to come on. So that while we talk, let me just put this to website. It loads in the background because my network is poor. So while that loads, so we'll talk about the media link, which you will get from me. We also talk about the media player link, which is what you would also get from me. Then the show note is what you would, the show note is okay. So the show note is, of course, what you write to talk about that particular episode. And one thing I want us to form a habit of doing is breaking our shows into different parts, into sub-headings that people can oh my goodness. Okay, sorry for that. All right, so the show notes which you have here is this, what you have up here. Now, like I said earlier on, it's important that you break this down into bits and parts so that you, whoever is reading through, can easily skim through it and understand. People are not patient enough to read through. They want to feel that they are smart. So let's make them feel smart by putting sub-headings that would quickly give them direction as to what content they want to pick out. All right, so I was going to show you what it looks like from the front end of the website. You have the title, you have the left sidebar, the right sidebar. Then you have the download here where people can click and download, or where you paste the media link for people to click and download. And then you have the show notes. Now you can format the show notes such that it has a subheading I was mentioning the other time, this particular ones that breaks your paragraphs, headings for your paragraphs basically. And then you have your content, which is this particular stuffs that you have here. And then you can have your quotes. You can turn text into quotes. And once you're done that's all about your show notes. And then we can talk about the episode banner. The two major images you need for your show. It's your episode banner, I beg your pardon, and then your social media image. Your episode banner is what comes up on the website, on the home page of the website. So say I open Podlobe right now. Yes, this is what it looks like. I already published this. I did a video alongside this, and just to find out that there was no audio in it, so I'm doing this again. It really pained me, but anyway, this is your episode banner. Then the featured image is the same as the episode banner. It's just that this is where it becomes useful. This is the point where you see all these images are featured images, but it's the same image as the episode banner. Then the last image you will be dealing with is, of course, the second image. It's a social media image. Remember, the episode banner contains no text on it. See all this text, all the shapes, they are from the website. So you don't want to have it contain text and then it's clashing with this text. So keep it clean. The only thing you can have is Razor logo here and this and the text down here and the middle toward. So keep it clean. For the social media message image, you can have the episode number. You should have the episode number and the episode title. This is what exactly pops up alongside the image, so people are scrolling, they can quickly read this before they go on to read this content. This grabs their attention. So the social media image is placed somewhere on the website so that when you put the link and you click enter, this image automatically comes up, so you don't have to always attach images to your links. So you just put this, wait for it to load, click enter, and then it loads up. Now there's a slider main left title. This, I'll show you where you can add this. And then there's a social icons. I'll show you where you can add this, but this is the social icons. So you see all the little buttons, they are from this code. So make sure you're copying it and it stays constant. Make sure you're copying the right thing, you're copying it rightly all the time. So we're going to go head on to the website, and then you're going to log in from podlobe.com /WP login or WP admin wp-admin or wp-login. Any of these two would allow you login. So you put your username, your password, and you log in. When you log in, it brings you to this interface. Now this is the back end of the website, and there you can visit the website by clicking this or just clicking. I think it will load it here. And then you can add new post, new media image, or new episode. So what we're concerned about is adding new episode. You actually already added, I did a video where I added the episode already, and then the sound didn't play. So I'm just going to show you the things I did on the already published episode. You can click on edit, and then it takes you to the back end where you can edit the post and impute all those files or parts, bits and parts of the website, bits and part. What am I saying? Bits and part, bits and part of the of the episode. So this is slow thanks to my network, which is terrible. So while it loads, I'll just talk about it till it's loaded. So the very first thing is you want to put the title. You must have the title already. You impute this. Make sure it's not more than 7 words so that it can display well on the website. When the title becomes too long, this is distorted, sorry, thanks to my network. When the title becomes too long, it fills this whole box up and it makes it difficult. Like this is a really long title that should not be done in the first place, but because of the name and all that. So try and make your title as short as possible. So once you're done, make sure you eat. There's a button here you would have as drafts, because this is saved already, this is published already. You have a button here as draft. Click on draft, save draft first. You don't want to publish an incomplete stuff before you do that. So once you're done, you want to select the episode category. If you do not select the category, then you might have it on the switch or somewhere else. So make sure you select your category. Secure your links by checking this box, and then you can add your featured image. You see something beneath it. Instead of remove featured image, you see add featured image. Maybe I should just forgot that this is taking ever to load. So you can set featured image. It brings you to the media library. If you don't have it already in media library, you can upload one. All your images should be 1,500 pixels by 1,000 pixel. So it's already here already, and oh my goodness. So once the image comes up, you select the one that is yours here. So the clean one with no text, just the logo and the name beneath it, you select it and you click set featured image. That's one place to set the image there. Two other places you need to settle your image, and that is the page title background image below here. You set it, you see add or set it, whatever word it is, and then once you add, it comes up like this. Then the last part is the social media image, where you add under the used SEO bar. You see this bar here? I'm just going to reduce all this bar. There's a visual composer bar, or you see there's a visual composer bar, there's a used bar, SEO bar, then there's episode setting. So we're under the used settings. Yoast SEO, and then you click on these social icons this is where you now add your social media image, the image with text. Once you load there, you click on add image. I already added that already, so you do the same for Twitter, and then you see this text here is actually what gets displayed when you share on social media. So I'm going to zoom this in for you to see. So you see this text that you have around here. Yes, that's the way I added this text. You can override the title if you want, but of course you want it to stay consistent with the title of the post. Same thing with Facebook. So you probably just put this as Switch or as Razor Podcast or something. So there you go, you're done with adding all of your images. Now the next thing you want to do is to settle your search engine optimization by coming down to this content optimization. This is where you want to make sure that what you have here, if this is not here, you would have Podlobe there, but this is not about Podlobe. This is about Razor. So you paste your title and then you put a dash and you put Razor Podcast. Your slug, which is your URL, which forms a part of your URL, that's your link that you share. You want to make sure that it is Razor dash the episode number. So you have Razor dash R010. There you go. And then you can paste this little text here that shows up when people search this as stuff so they can read. So make it captivating enough for people to click on. And you don't, once it's showing you red, it's poor. Once it's showing you should be this almost reddish, it means it's poor. So you want to make it green, and then you give them a call to action. Listen now. So the focus keywords. Now this is important. It ties everything about your episode together. When you're sitting down to record your episode, you want to be able to find one single word that summarizes what you're talking about. So for this episode, it's particularly about appreciation, if I'm not wrong. You want that appreciation word to pop up in your title. That's best search engine optimization practice. Pop up in your text and pop up in your podcast. Let it be the theme about your podcast. So once you have that settled in here, you put that focus keyword. It could be 2 words, but mostly 2 words, 3 words, 1 word. But make sure you're able to summarize everything in those words. So once you're done setting the SEO, it will show you your mark. Orange is not so great. Green is perfect. Red is very poor. So you see the readability here. Okay, SEO, okay. That's because I already added the text. If I had not added the text before, it would just give me red here. So once you're done with that, you want to deal with the episode settings. You want to click on check to add slider. This is what allows it comes here in the first place. If you don't check it, it won't come up here. So all these other ones are because they are checked to slider. Leave this empty. And then you want to put the episode length. The episode length is actually what comes up here. And then it also shows up here, giving your listener an idea of how long they have to spend on that particular episode. And then you have the left slider. Now, these are space. These are read out as space in. So if they're not included, then this button will probably be up somewhere here. So that's like space for the CMS, content management system, to understand. And then I already showed you they would already be inside. They would be here for you. I'll send this document to you for you to see, and then you just copy this part and paste. This other part, which is the social icons, is what actually comes in here, everything here, and this is what transforms to these social media icons that you have on the slider. So once that's done, you also want to include a call to action on that slider. When people see the slider, what do you want them to do? listen to the podcast, subscribe to your emailing list, or do whatever you want to do. So you could type that in here. For this case, it is download now, which is here. When they click download now, you can note, I don't know if you can see some text beneath here where you have the URL down here somewhere around this portion. So yes, you see that link, that is the link you pasted here. So you want to paste your media link, the very first thing I talked about. You want to paste that media link there. Once you're done, the next thing you want to do is to include your player link in this box. So you see slider or title page audio embed code. This is what you see, because my website's network is poor, it will bring up that play button down here and even on the screen of that particular episode. So I'm just going to copy this. I'll send you this for every episode. They're different. And then you can paste it here. Once you're done pasting it, that is all you have for that. And then if soon as your podcast is on iTunes, you can always paste the media link here so that it pops. So this particular link here, you paste it on the portion. This is for switch. Once your podcast is verified by iTunes, you would see yours here. You paste it down on the media URL portion and you click verify, and it sends it to iTunes. Once you're done, you're supposed to click on save draft, but because this is already published already, I'll just click on updates. But save draft is best so that you can now add your show notes. Your show notes should be added on the front end of the website. You see, on the front end of the website, so that you see exactly what is going on. So while this is updating, once it's done updating, I'm going to click on front end editor so that you can add your show notes. All right, so this is us at the front. All right, so we're at the front end of the website. So now you can see the episode banner down here. You can see the media player link transforming to some bar that you could click on and play. And this is a website. Now, this is because I already added this. This would normally contain something else. And then you would have to come here, come to my templates, and then click on Razor podcast template, and then you add. So while it adds it to it, because this is quite important, you add your template and then you edit that template. So this is the bar that shows you it's loading. Poor network. Come on. Now, anyways, once you add your template, this is normally going to be empty, and then you add your template, and then it brings a box with an old episode. You come to this download button, you click on this edit button. Okay, it didn't load. So see this button, once you hover on it, it will bring in something where you can click on this. You click on the edit button, then you change the link there to the link that you have. You change it to this particular link. Copy, and then it will pop up. All right, so it brings it up, and then you paste that URL, that media link here, and you set link. Once you're done, you save changes. Once it brings up this green transforms it to green, saved, and then you can click on close. Once you're done, this is now where you add your content. Remember what I said about splitting your stops into headings? So what I did here was to make this into an heading, It's easier to read for your listeners this way. So while this is loading, what you just do is once you paste everything there, you can select this time doesn't care. You go to a button up where you are paragraph, heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. You click on it and you select heading 2 just for this heading. Don't do it for everything else. It'll bold out as this. And then you select this one also. I don't know why this is taking a long time to load, but it would be fast at your own con end there. And then you select this, see a box where there's paragraph in it. You select, you click down and select heading 2. Once you're done, you click on save. And at the end of the day, since you're already done with your back end editor, if you're yet to finish up your back end editor, you just click this, you update, you save drafts. This is update because it's already published. You save drafts, I think it's somewhere around there. And then you go back to the back end to do whatever it is you still need to do. But if you're not going back to the back end, you just click on publish and it publishes your episode to the world. So at the end of the day, you have it down here and then you also have it up here. So that brings us to the end of this video. So bye for now. Take care.